वो आखिरी शिकार पहला बनेंगे, वो आखिरी के लिए। इमाम अब तो बुलाए मुझे भी इमाम अब तो बुलाए मुझे भी तरस रही है जबी कब से बंदगी के लिए, तरस रही है जबी कब से बंदगी के लिए। मेरे इमाम का हमसर वो कैसे लाते भला, मेरे इमाम का हमसर वो कैसे लाते भला। मिला न जब कोई कंबर की हमसरी के लिए, मिला न जब कोई कंबर की हमसरी के लिए। ये बोलेदार पे मीसम मैं कैसे रुक जाऊं, ये बोलेदार पे मीसम मैं कैसे रुक जाऊं। जुबान मिली है मुझे जब अली अली के लिए, जुबान मिली है मुझे जब अली अली के लिए। अली को देख के बाली पे मैं पुकारूंगा, अली को देख के बाली पे मैं पुकारूंगा। है मेरी मौत ठहर जा तू दो घड़ी के लिए, है मेरी मौत ठहर जा तू दो घड़ी के लिए। मुझे है फख्र के मैं उनके दर का नौकर हूँ, मुझे है फख्र के मैं उनके दर का नौकर हूँ। फरिश्ते खुद जहाते है नौकरी के लिए, फरिश्ते खुद जहाते है नौकरी के लिए। ना खुसरवी के लिए है ना अफसरी के लिए, जुबान वक्फ है बस मद है अस्करी के लिए। बर मोहम्मद व आले मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम। माशाअल्लाह माशाअल्लाह।
इधर ग्रामी जैसे कि आपको इल्म है ब्रदर मूसा रज़ा के जो फादर हुआ थे उनका इंतकाल हो गया था और ये थी इनके बेगम सारा रज़ा के वालिद मरहूम इनके ईसारे सवाब के लिए फातिहा पढ़ लीजिएगा। बिस्मिल्लाह। बहनों से मैंने दरख्वास्त की थी कि यहाँ तशरीफ़ ले आए, 2 हरकारी भी भेजे लेकिन लगता है सारा कुछ नाकाम हो गया। तो प्लीज़ आई रिक्वेस्ट द सिस्टर्स टू प्लीज़ जॉइन अस। वी आर हैविंग द प्रोग्राम हियर इन द मेन हॉल। Muslim Unity Conference, Muslim Unity Day at Sabah Center. Of course, we are all taking part also on 15 December from 9:30 till 1:30 p.m. at Sabah. And tomorrow we're going to have the khutbah at 12 p.m. inshallah. And right now the doctors are waiting for you if you need any healthcare consultation. So yes, sitting waiting for you outside. And the donation for Yemen is also waiting for you outside. Please recite a loud salawat. You know that tonight we are having the program for the blessed birth celebration for Imam Hassan Askari alayhi salam. Our felicitation to the Imam Waqt at the blessed birth of their Jadd Amjad, Imam Hassan Askari alayhi salam. Salawat pad lijiyega. I'll now request Hujjatul Islam Maulana Sayyid Hadi Yasin to please address us on this Shab-e Jummah. Salawat pad lijiyega.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا حبيب قلوبنا وطبيب نفوسنا وشفيع ذنوبنا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين واللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى لقاء يوم الدين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Congratulations on this great and auspicious time, the Wiladat and the birthday of our beloved Imam Hassan Askari alayhi salatu wassalam. May Allah inshallah bless you all, and may Allah reward you for your presence in this majlis inshallah. And inshallah send the thawab and reward from this majlis to the soul of all marhumeen, specifically the marhum that they mentioned his name. What was his name again? You were supposed to give it to me, right? Yeah. Say it again, the name. Brother Reza Ahsan, inshallah. He will be in Ahsan al-Halal, inshallah, in the best condition right now, and the blessings from this majlis to his soul. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Alhamdulillah, that we have the tawfiq to be in another great majlis, inshallah. As they said themselves, our Shia, they follow us. When we are happy, they're happy. When we are sad, they are sad. Alhamdulillah that we are following Islam and Ahlul Bayt. One of the important aspects in our life that we have to pay attention always and keep in mind is that when you look at the life of Ahlul Bayt, You see, they didn't live that long in this world, but their lives were full of blessings for themselves and for others. Our 11th Imam only lived in this dunya for 29 years. Again, some people, when they think about Ahlul Bayt, they think a bunch of old people that they, didn't have any pleasures in this dunya. They got so old, nothing else they could do. Na'udhu billah, God forbid. And that's why they were connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When he became Shaheed Imam Askari, he was 29 years old. Very young, right? The beginning of his life, actually, and he could do many things. And he was, of course, Imam very younger than that. But this short life, apparently by years, how blessings were this life for himself, for others around him, for all the followers ila yawm al-qiyamah, for us as well. What tells us the life of Ahlul Bayt, other ones as well, other Imam Hussein was 53 years old. Amir al-Mu'min is 63 years old, very short life. It's not a long life compared to even the life that we have. What was the reason that their lives were so amazing and blessings for everyone around? What did they do in their lives that distinguished themselves and their life than other lives? In our daily life, you can see it. Someone is living at the same age as you. Remember those classmates that you had at that time, or you have right now? Some of them are higher than you by the position, even secular position, right? Some of them are equal through rank. Some of them are what? Way below. I remember years ago when I was going somewhere with my fathers, he looked at me and says, "You see that guy in the street? He's, he was homeless. Allah inshallah provide for all of them." He said he was my classmate. The same class, the same situation, the same area. But different situation, right? We decide. Of course, it's a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But from our sides, we decide what kind of life we are going to follow. We decide is if our life is going to be a blessed life, or it's going to be a normal life, or even a life without blessings. Again, when you look at the life of Ahlul Bayt, you see that the blessings come that their promise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be a good abd, to be a good servant for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It was not only a verbal promise and covenant, they actually made it in reality in the action. The same in Ayah Quran said, in amal and in action they followed and they kept the promise that they made with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Quran says, مِنَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ رِجَالٌ صَدَقُوا مَا أَحَدُ اللَّهِ عَلَيْهِ. Some mu'min are men who came true to the covenant they had with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They stay strong, they stay committed to the promise that they made with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَمِنْهُمْ مَنْ قَضَى نَحْبَهُ وَمِنْهُمْ مَنْ يَنْتَظِرُ وَمَا بَدَّلُوا تَبْدِيلًا. Some of them have fulfilled their vows. Some of them are still waiting and they will not be, and they did not change their commitment. In our worldly relationships that we have with each other, among, siblings, couples, any type of relationships, you with your work, employers, as long as you're following the rules, as long as you are acting upon that promise and covenant that you made, you're good. You're perfect. As soon as you break that promise, no one will accept you anymore. Even at work. Doesn't matter if you work there for 35 years or 65 years. If you break the rules, we love you so much, you were good so far, and from now on, you broke your promise. When it comes to us and Allah, this promise that we are, every single time that we say our salat, 5 times a day, we are reviewing and renewing our oath of allegiance with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in fact. We're saying that we're still, we believe in these things. When you say azan and iqamah means what? You're reviewing your beliefs. Why is it so recommended to say azan and iqamah? Because the whole beliefs that you have, you recommend 5 times a day, at least. And you remind yourself what it is, what you're supposed to do. Can you close that door, please? You recommend yourself 5 times over and over because you want to remind yourself you are in this committed relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'm not supposed to do something to break it. These are the least things that we have to do. But the question comes, and even the same, you know, when dua faraj, when you say dua ahd, when you say dua ahd, in dua it is Allahumma, in part of dua, Allahumma inni ujaddidu lahu fi sabihati yawmi hadha wa ma ishtu min ayyami ahdan wa aqdan wa bay'atan. Ya Allah, every single day I renew my oath, my allegiance with who? With the Imam of Asr al-Mahdi alayhi salatu wassalam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Renew what? Reviewing and renewing what? That I am committed in this relationship and I'm not going to do anything against this relationship in this period of time that I live in this dunya. So if our Imams, Ahlul Bayt and Anbiya and Awliya, all of them, they had this opportunity and privilege that they had a very blessed life, for all of them around, for all people around them, and for themselves very blessed life, what can I do to make this life a blessed life for myself and for others? What is my responsibility? What I'm supposed to do in order that... It's very interesting. When you look, Amir al-Mu'minin, Imam alayhi salatu wassalam, when the Ibn al-Jamhi had struck against his head, in masjid he said one phrase. He said what? Fustu Rabb al-Kaaba. Swear to the God, swear to God and to the, you know, the owner of the Kaaba, I reached salvation. If we're going to translate it this way. I already reached salvation. I was thinking about this today earlier. I was thinking, how can someone at the end of his life or her life say, I definitely reached salvation? That means 100% confident about what I did in this dunya. No, not a single, you know, concern in this life I did something wrong. Not a single concern about how I treated someone. Do I owe someone financially? Did I break someone's heart? Fustu, and he's Ali alayhi salatu, he knows when he says surah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He knows what that means. If he didn't, he is, you know, astabul sadiqin. If he didn't say these things, we believed in him, right? Now he's focusing and he's showing this and emphasizing that surah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I reached salvation. Meaning what? In this time that I had in this dunya, I did my best. There's no concern in my life. Of course, no one can reach that level. But to our level, what is the level that I am at actually? The quantity of concerns that I might have in my life, that I'm thinking about, did I do this wrong, did I do that wrong, but I... Not only Ma'sumin. I said the other night, they told me, oh, if they tell you that you have only few days left in this dunya, and you're gonna, you know, die within few days, what would you do in this few days? And I'm gonna ask myself, you ask yourself. Right now, from Ghaib, someone comes and says, brother, 2 more days. 48 hours. What would I do? How many people I should call? How many leftover things I have to take care of? How many think, oh my God, what am I supposed to do? I still have to call that brother, this brother. They ask what are you supposed to do? What would you do in this left time? It says, nothing. The same thing that I do every day. He says, what do you mean, the same thing? It's because every day, the only intention I have is to do something that is according to satisfy, make Allah satisfied with me. And get away from something that Allah... What else should I do? What else should I do? Not even ma'asum. If I keep in my mind that every day my action should be based on this, my daily life, by the way, if I'm working, if I'm interacting with someone else, if I'm making money, anything, first and foremost, Allah's satisfaction here, that will make my worldly life actually a blessed life as well. And I think about this, if this is my opportunity and what should I do? If it's the life of Imam Hassan Askari, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Many years in prison, but is still having blessings for other people as well. Very strict supervision against him, but is still his. You know, askari, what do we call it? Askari? Askari is a fortress. It's an army place, a station. That he was imprisoned in that station. He didn't want anyone. One day Imam Askari wanted him to go out, and a group of Shia were around him. Imam told them and pointed at them and said, do not even mention, do not get closer to me, don't even refer, don't even point at me, because you're going to be in danger. Short life with this situation, how can this be so blessed life for everyone around? We have to figure out the point. I was thinking about this. How is it possible? I think we have to all be more actively looking into the life of Anbiya and Awliya to find these points from it. When we recite Quran, I think we have to look at those points, secrets, factors to pull them out. Allama Tabatabai rahmatullah alayhi, he is the author of Al-Mizan, Tafsir Al-Mizan. He says, every time I recite Quran, I get something new from this ayat of Quran. Many of Mufassirin, they say the same thing. Anytime I recite it, I get something new. That's the mu'jiza of Quran. Pull out these points. So I'm thinking, how is it possible that Amir al-Mu'minin can say, put the maqam of imamah to the side, that he is imam and so and so. Let's analyze his life. What did he do that in this period of time, that most of us were, older than that age, how could he say, I reach salvation? I was looking for this answer, and I found it in his dua Sha'bani of Amir al-Mu'mineen. He says, Ilahi habli kamal al-inqita' ilayk. Ya Allah, give me the absolute devotion to you. Help me so I be absolutely disconnected from anything beside you. Help me so I'll be absolutely kamal. Your kamal means to the highest level. Inqita' comes from qata, means what? Cut. Kamal al-inqita', absolute devotion, absolute detachment from anything else, so I'll be connected to you. This is dua of Amir al-Mu'min. Ilahi habli kamal al-inqita' ilayk. So anything, I want to make it general, anything that would tie me down to this dunya, to this world, and doesn't let me fly. Imagine if you have an eagle, the best and amazing birds that you can, the strongest bird. If you put the chain them to the ground, they can't fly. No matter if they have long and beautiful wings or not, if they tie themselves down, they can't fly. If they grab an animal which is heavier than what they can lift, they can't fly. If you have something, if there's something in your backpack, a spiritual backpack, that doesn't let you fly, doesn't let you be connected with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because you're connected to something else, you're not going to reach that level. The life is not going to be that blessing life. Kamal al-inqita'. Yo Ali, what you're saying, the absolute devotion. You know why? Because Allah, He has the absolute characteristics of everything. Absolutely kind, absolutely lovely. If someone wants to be in the true love with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he needs what? Absolute devotion. You know what that means? That means anything that would distract me from Allah in this dunya, Ya Allah, disconnect me from them. It can be a person, it can be a thing. I can have it. I can have a very nice car, but there is one criteria. Is that disconnecting you from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Is that the thing that would detach you from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, will connect you to this dunya or not? For someone it can be a house, for someone it can be a car, for someone it can be money, for someone it can be a son, a daughter, wife, husband, life in general, that will tie them down. I said that the other day. We have the hadith says, towards the end of someone's life, when they tell him, Talqeen, hey, say, Shahadatain, say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Say it. He doesn't say it. Say ashhadu an la. You were coming to masjid, all the salat and azan, you say it. Can't. The hadith says, you know why? Because when he wants to say, he knows that's the last statement, but the whole life comes in front of him like a memory. And he reviews his whole life, her whole life, what they have. Oh my God, so if I have it, so I'm going to leave my house. How about my car? How about my business? How about those accounts? I did a lot. That doesn't let them to be detached. Someone like Ali says, Alhamdulillah, فزت ورب الكعبة, because he's not attached to anything. Because he has a bag of dry foods, dry bread, sorry, and he's selling it every day. They come to him and says, Ali, what are you doing? This is nothing, by the way. He says, I'm afraid my children comes and put oil on it. Look at something. Nothing. Of course, we're not going to that level, of course, don't worry about it. But no connection to my level. How about myself? Huh? To my level. When I'm going to give charity to someone, charity, money. When I'm going to help someone, when I'm going to help center. Some people, when there is money, they ask, is going to pay, for example, he looked for the lowest bill in his pocket. $1? $1. For some people, they're looking for this opportunity to make the best out of it. This connection with Allah. For some people, it says, brother, we have some brothers, they need help. The main thing comes concerned that I make that much money. What is the lowest amount that I can help? Think about, I'm going to think about myself, you think about yourself. If today they come and says that brother is in need, if I want to help, do I think about the lowest amount that I can pay or the highest amount that I can pay, and it doesn't bother me and my family? Usually people go with the lowest. But Ahlul Bayt, they go with super highest. Imam Hassan, his whole asset, he donated 2 times for the zikr. His whole asset. Imagine what you have today, how old you are and what you have today. His whole asset, he gave it for the sake of Allah. Why? Because he trusts Allah. He knows there is Razzaq, Allah is there, and He provides for him. He knows that if your son, your daughter, gives whatever they have to you, a simple father and mother. Imagine your son, he collected $2,000. And one day he says, Dad, you need money, $2,000. What would you do? You can't continue your life unless you're looking for an excuse to pay it back, and even way more than what it is. You gave your whole asset to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one who has the whole world, and He's not going to make it for you? Or says what? And then the yuqridullah qarzan hasana, the one who gives qarzan to us, to me, and then I will multiply it and give it back to them. Because they trust Allah. Their iman is an actual belief, an actual trust to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Have you seen kids? The blessings life that he is so disconnected from anything but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And while I'm saying absolute devotion, I want you to see your level and think about this based on your level. How can you go a little bit higher than who you are today? Have you seen kids? He's playing with someone around, she's playing with someone else, so involved with that game. So much fun. All of a sudden looks around, says, where's my mom? Mom is not there, start crying. But you had so much fun, what are you looking for? No, I want fun with mom. Come on, this is a chocolate ice cream. No, I'm still crying. I want ice cream with mom. Why? Because I know she takes care of me. Am I like this? I'm so busy with whole life. And sometimes look around, where's Allah? Do I start crying? Would I say I want this and that and that and that if I have Him? I'm so busy with this lifestyle that, I don't even notice mom is not there. Allah is not there. Sometimes we have to learn irfan from little children. I don't even realize that one day it can be my day. It can be my turn. The brothers come here, another Maulana here. Yes, yes, and he was, mashallah, inshallah, they would say, he was a very nice person, inshallah. Help him to say. He was a very nice person, yeah, mashallah, he passed away. Maulana, can you just not say it? Okay, I won't say it, but it doesn't change the fact. It's better to get ready. And said the other day, one of the scholars, he was giving a lecture in the funeral of his friends. On the number, he passed away. on the member, he passed. Is any guarantee in our hands? You know, no, we still have time, there's two. It's very logical, I'm gonna finish soon. It's very logical that if I don't have that much time, at least I don't know, inshallah we'll have a long life, but if I am not 100% sure about this, what can I do? The least thing I can do is that to make sure I get rid of all these distractions as much as possible. If I have everything, I want them if I have him as well. I don't want any of these things if I don't have him. Always look around, always look around. If I am in that car, yeah, I paid that much, does it change my mood? Hadith al-nafs, muhasabah, self-reflection. It's not only sit down and sajjada, subhanallah, subhanallah, think about it. It can be in my car. It can be while I'm taking a shower. I look at myself, I'm sitting in this car. Do I feel anything changing? I'm in that house. Do I feel I'm more successful than others? MashaAllah, I'm making this much money than others. Do I think with something, my mood and my start changing? If I come to the center, I look around to sit next to that brother, his higher social statuses he has. He makes more money, or even with those people don't pay attention to them that much. If I say salam to those brothers, to the one who people respect him more because of the money, do I say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah for the other one? Assalamu alaikum. Oh? Hadith enough like this. I check myself. Imam Hassan Askari alayhi salatu wassalam says, one of the signs of tawazu and humbleness is what? You say salam to anyone. You say salam to little children around you. Of course, with mahram, non-mahram is different. But when it comes to the situation, say salam. No, I am someone, I'm waiting for that person to come and say salam to me. When they were coming to the masjid to see who is imam, who is not imam, someone who didn't know imam couldn't recognize him because he's sitting higher or lower. No. They couldn't recognize who is imam based on the position where they're sitting. So if I want to look at myself in this period of time that Allah gave me, what did I do so far? What am I doing today? Am I ready for tomorrow or not? Where I'm going? Wallahi, if someone only think about this three statement that I said, what did I do so far? Look back. What am I doing today? Is it still good? How about the future? What I'm going to do based on my past or future? We still have time and we'll go fix those things, inshallah. Therefore, I think we have to focus on this. And we have to think over and over. It can be my son, it can be my daughter. Quran says. It can be ibtila. Sons and families, your children, your family can be ibtila. Ibtila is what? Test. It can be a test. Someone gets married, you don't see them come to masjid anymore. They think he's the only one who got married. A long time until, something happened, Maulana, because a Maulana comes to the masjid again, Certain things would keep people away from certain, including the time. I'll finish with this. Including the timing. And now look at this. There is a story, this actually narration says, Habib ibn Zahra, they asked him, this great companion of Imam Hussein, Habib ibn Zahra, they asked him, Habib, you're having the best position in Jannah of Imam Hussein. Is there anything in this dunya you would like to come back to this dunya? Imagine. Ashab of Imam Hussein, that in ziyarat you say what? Ya laytana kunna ma'akum fanafuza fawzan azima. We wish we were like you guys to reach that high salvation. Says, Habib, is there anything you would like to come to this dunya? He says, yes. What is it? What is it about? The only thing I wish to come to this dunya, if there is a majlis for Imam Hussein, I would like to come and participate in that majlis. When I go over there, I look back. I wish one more Thursday night I could attend the majlis. One more time. But I have so and so, my children, my money, my son, my business. Tomorrow, none of them is going to help me. I wish I could do this. I wish I could participate more. I wish Yawm al-Hasra, the day of regret. Now that they still have time, there's always time for sleeping. We're going to finish soon, by the way. But what else I can do to achieve? I think we have to only keep that in mind, that the dua of Amir al-Mu'mineen and the life of Ahlul Bayt, that they said what? Ilahi habli kamal al-inqita'i. Ya Allah, I don't want to be halfway in Iman and with you. I want to be truly 100% absolutely with you, inshallah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Muhammadin wa'ajjal farajhum. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim. Allahumma ajjal waliyyak al-faraj wal-afiyata wal-nas wa mujja fi umrih al-sharif وزين الأرض بطول بقائه واجعلنا من عوانه وأنصاره وشيعته Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, ثبت قلوبنا على دينك. Ya Allah, for the sake of your Anbiya and Awliya, hasten in the duhur of our Imam Mahdi. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, give us tawfiq and opportunity to be among the true followers of him. Ya Allah, the same dua of Amir al-Mu'mineen. Allahumma, Ya Allah, we ask you, hab lana kamal al-inqitar ilayk. Give us the opportunity and tawfiq to be absolutely devoted to you. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, we ask you, give us tawfiq and opportunity to be more aware of ourselves, what we are doing in this dunya. Help our youth, make them successful in dunya wal akhirah. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, anyone in this dunya, in this ummah specifically, they have hajat, give them khair hajat. Those who have difficulties, problems, people of Bahrain and Yemen and other people around the world, provide opportunities for their freedom. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, any of those brothers and sisters who are sick, please cure them all at this moment. Those who passed away, specifically Brother Rizal Hassan, who passed away, specifically this great ayyam and occasions that we have, for the sake of Imam Hassan Askari, and inshaAllah send the blessings and tabah from this message to their soul. Rahimallah man yaqra'u al-fatihata ma'as salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. وعجل اللهم في فرج مولانا صاحب الزمان صلى الله عليك يا رسول الله صلى الله عليك يا حبيب الله السلام عليكم.